Okay? Hi guys, Steph. I know you're tired, so I'll make this nice and quick. I've been having lots of fun. I think everyone has, really. So I'd just like to say thanks to the guys for organising such an amazing Hack Day. So I'm a designer, developer type, so I spend a lot of time in front of a screen. So I thought, this Hack Day, I'd make something physical. And actually, my project, whilst it's called Data Necklace, is actually a lie. It's Data Necklaces. So perhaps I could ask 6 female members of our audience to come up. Perhaps Olivia, perhaps? Beth, perhaps? Feel like it? Oh, please do. Go on. Okay. Thank you. No pain will occur. Okay. So each of you gets a necklace to wear. I'll go with colour coordination in some way. Green over here. Magenta. Magenta for you, I think. Yeah, there you go. White for you. It will smell burnt stuff, yes. And is that everybody? And you have, yeah. And you get my wife's one, so be careful and sneeze right in. Okay. So, lasers. I promised you lasers yesterday when I said what I was doing. And I spent the whole of yesterday doing laser cutting and generative design using data sources from a variety of places. A wonderful place in Bethnal Green put me up for the day, and also popped down to a place called a place in Peckham that was a laser cutting place. And I spent the day doing designs and making physical things that you can see before you here. And I'll just talk you through some of the projects I've made. So this is for my wife. It's her last 3,000 tweets visualized as a necklace. The length of the strands corresponds to how chatty she was in a given period. And you can see that I've also analysed it for the word love. I'm a bit of a softie. So she's quite chatty on the subject of love, actually. In a given period, she had 71 or 89 instances of the word love in her timeline. And these kind of graphed that over time, and I turned it into a physical piece of jewellery for her to wear. And in fact, I was a little bit silly because I gave it to her earlier. And yeah, you can't take back a gift. So this actually disappeared from the premises earlier, and I had to make another one, which is over here. So this is an orange version of the same. The second piece is slightly more morbid in theme. Yeah, this is a necklace of death. So now I forget the name. Sorry, I've forgotten the name of your company. Brand. Watch, awesome. These guys had a data feed for various different things like the Super Bowl and stuff, but I thought death was kind of interesting. And so this is a visualization of how many people are talking about the subject of death on a given day, and it's 47 days. And you can see the sum of the number of people who are talking about it, and a notable person that died or who had their obituary published by The Guardian on that particular day. And the length of these strands corresponds with the amount of kind of death talk, as I like to call it. But for those of you who can't see the necklace, there's some close-up shots here. I was quite pleased with the accuracy that came out of this laser cutter. It's pretty amazing. It's etched with text and then cut from a generative document that I made using processing and Illustrator. And the same with the last piece. And then this is made out of felt, over here, the yellow piece. And I use the same data source, my wife's Twitter feed. It could be anybody's. I've made a little kind of scraper that pulls the tweets that anyone has made on a period of time and turns it into a kind of cut out of the of that data, kind of visualized with circles. It's quite cool because it's a laser cutting through felt, so it's quite durable, in fact, rather than cutting it by hand, and it's got singed edges. And I did 3 or 4 different pieces for this, using processing to kind of make the artwork. And I was doing these designs during the laser cutting session, so they're a bit rough and ready. But my favourite of them is the green piece, which actually fits well on my daughter. I gave them to them today. And there's a magenta piece as well, which is very, very similar, but slightly smaller. And you can see that there are holes here. And that's basically because the data itself wouldn't create a structure that could self-support. So I had to kind of alter the file to ensure that bits didn't fall off in the process. And, of course, giving it to my little girl. That's the best thing to do with a necklace, really, isn't it? So she came in today. I'm sure you heard her. And here's Emily enjoying her necklace that she promptly took off the premises. I've had a few requests to make these for people today, so I've made a little website called datanecklace.com. I made that during the first talk, so apologies for being rude, but if you want one of these things, I might make them or something. I don't know, it could be fun. Thanks, guys.